Today we're talking about a program approach to weed control in Phytogen W3 FE cotton. With the Enlist weed control system, you're going to have a lot of flexibility with over 1,700 tank mix partners to control those resistant weeds that we face here in the cotton belt. So starting out, we want to make sure that we start with a clean field, whether you get that through tillage or with a burn down program using Enlist 1 or Enlist Duo herbicides. Other great burn down options would include Elevore or leadoff herbicides. Next, we want to make sure we get a soil residual applied, either through Everprex, Staple, or another herbicide of your choice. Just make sure you get those out early season to control those early season weeds. Then we move on to the post program. With Enlist 1, make sure you're using full rates. And a really popular tank mix combination here in the Mid-South would be adding glufosinate in the tank. And that really helps with controlling those resistant broadleaf weeds that we face. You can see this plot right here that we're in received the tank mix of Enlist 1 plus Liberty herbicide, and it's done an outstanding job in controlling broadleaf weeds out here. So in joint research with BASF, we've shown that over 90% weed control can be achieved when tank mixing Enlist 1 plus Liberty. And now we're going to talk about just a few best management practices when you're tank mixing Enlist 1 and Liberty. First off, make sure you're using full rates. We want to be going with 32 ounces of Enlist 1 and 32 fluid ounces of Liberty herbicide. The next thing, and very importantly, is you need to make sure you're targeting very small weeds. We would prefer to have 3 inches or less inch tall pigweeds, but you can go up to 6 inches, but the sooner you get those weeds and get them controlled with fewer growing points, the better off you're going to be with your weed control. Next, when you're mixing Liberty herbicide with Enlist 1, we want to make sure you're using plenty of carrier water. We want a minimum of 15 gallons per acre, but would prefer up to 20 gallons per acre to ensure that you get good coverage and get good weed control. Next, make sure you're using an approved nozzle that's going to give you good coverage with Liberty, but also reduce driftable fines with the Enlist 1. Weather is another important consideration to think of when using Liberty tank mix with Enlist 1. We want to make sure that it's going to be a hot, sunny day, and we're going to have high humidity. So spraying during the daylight hours is going to be beneficial in that application. So to sum up, just make sure that you're targeting small weeds, use full rates of Liberty and Enlist 1 herbicides, and make sure you're using plenty of water and the appropriate nozzles.